marathon afternoon here on the Glamorous stage because we're just at the beginning of our youth brass band festival here today. Community bands from all around South Wales are going to assemble here between now and 4 o'clock this afternoon for an afternoon of terrific music by youngsters. We're going to hear more about this particular band and their conductor a bit later on. This is BTM, the next generation, from Bedwas to Thomas and Machen, just north of Caerphilly there. And we're with their conductor, Mark Hutchison. And they open with what they call their fanfare opener. And they're going to continue now with an arch by J.A. Greenwood, and it's called True and Trusty. First thing on Sunday afternoon, didn't it? That was True and Trusty. The opening fanfare we heard was by a man called Jock Mackenzie, and he's written this next piece, which is, I think, is going to be in a lot gentler style, and it's called Pavan. Young enough to remember the Bohemian Rhapsody, honest, and I think they're like part of the band love playing this piece, I'm just told. Bohemian Rhapsody, arranged by Alan Ffôn. two soloists on euphonium and cornet. Well, I know the BTM band quite well. I've worked with them in the past, the senior band, and I live just about a 4-minute walk away from the band room. So if I open my kitchen door on a warm night, I can often hear the band practicing, not very far away from me. But I've known Mark for many, many years, and Mark, the conductor, I've known him both as a virtuoso euphonium player. I now that he know that he conducts, but I've just discovered, of course, he's a composer as well. And this next piece is called, well, I mean, you know, Bedros Thomas Martin is having a lot of improvements done, but for some reason Mark has called this piece Medieval BTM. Well done again to the band and also to the audience who clapping perfectly in time. Marvellous. It's time for the solo item now from the band, a stand-up solo, and it's young Sam Hughes. How old is Sam? He's 36 years of age. Less a little bit. Young Sam is just 12 years of age. Sam's been learning with the BTM Next Generation Band for 2 years now, so virtuoso in the making, I'm sure. And Sam's chosen to play I Don't Know How to Love Him. Please welcome Sam Hughes. What was that? What do you think of that then? Brilliant. Now this time, Sam's going to take up, stand up and take a proper bow now. Sam, here you go, sir. Bravo. So, big thank you to Sam. And we've already heard in the concert so far quite a bit of percussion being played. Fantastic percussion section back there. And we are indebted today to Events, which is one of the South Wales music suppliers and percussion suppliers, for sponsoring today's event. They've provided all the music stands and all the percussion. That saves all the bands bringing all their stuff in the van. So we are indebted to Events for providing percussion for today. Two pieces are going to follow now, I think, both by the Jock Mackenzie composer we heard earlier on. The first is called Gentle River, and they're going to follow that with Ground Bass. The next piece, I thought it'd be a nice idea to have a quick chat to Mark about his youth band. So we can come over this way, the boy's not long enough. Right, Mark. How long has the youth band been going in BTR?
Well, in this current format, it's been doing about 3 years now. But we've always had youngsters coming through the system from years ago, to be honest.
And what sort of age range? We won't ask what the oldest is here, because you've probably spotted that there's a few of the senior members help out on the bigger instruments, because these poor kids, some of them, their feet don't touch the floor. So we have help on the large instruments. So we won't ask who's the oldest, will we? No. No. I noticed your dad's playing in the bass end, though. Yeah, okay. And they're going to, what about the youngsters? What's the youngest age here?
In the learners group upstairs, I think the youngest is about 6.
And here today, one of the youngest?
I'm not sure, I think it's Caitlin. Stand up, Caitlin, please.
Just stand. There she is. Perfect. Katie's not shy, so she's going to come and talk to us now. How long have you been playing? 10 minutes? A year. Do you like playing?
Yes.
What's good about it? You get a lot of pop and sweets. I know the band, but there's also pop and sweets there, isn't there? You go whisper now. What's Mark like to teach you?
Awesome.
Awesome. Why is he awesome? Does he give you sweets and chocolates?
No.
What's the best piece you played today? What's your favourite piece? ABBA. That's near the end. So you're really looking forward to the end bit? Okay. Ready? Okay. Say thank you to Kate. And the band do concerts on their own back, don't they, Mark?
Yes.
Tell us about the one you did recently.
They had one last night in Bedwas Workman's Hall. They did the first half of the concert, and the senior band did the second half of the concert. And we actually said to them that it's a competition between the band and the seniors band.
Who won, kids? You. That very tall man on the front row said, "Youth band." Now, of course, you teach all these youngsters individually yourself. Have you got any other people who teach the youngsters?
Yeah, my daughter Bethan, she goes upstairs teaching our learners group, and there's another senior band member, Kirsty Davis, and she teaches up there as well.
And you were telling me earlier on that you actually written music specifically to teach kids various things, and the next piece is one of those pieces. Tell us about it.
It's just something that came into my head one day. It's based on a 12-bar blues sequence, which I've expanded into 36 bars. But basically, it was all about having more intricate rhythms for them to play, sort of syncopated rhythms and a few semiquavers. And what you'll find is the rhythm it's only a 2-bar idea, but it's just repeated. So that once they got that in their heads, it's just changing the notes and the vowels and the slide positions.
That's excellent. So it's called Next Generation Rock. Say thank you to chatting to me to the awesome Mark Hutchison. BTM, The Next Generation, conducted by Mark Hutchison, who wrote that piece called The Next Generation Rock. And well done, you played all your rhythms brilliantly there. The next two pieces they're going to play is, one is called, this is what probably happens after band practice in the band room there, it's called I Predict a Riot, and that's going to be followed by a short piece called Blowing a Warm Breeze. arrived here since we began back at noon. What you're witnessing is the beginning of what is going to be a 4-hour marathon of youth brass bands here on the Canolfan stage, celebrating all that's best about youth music today. Of course, brass bands have been a staple part of musical life all around Great Britain and particularly here in South Wales. Down the years, earlier years, of course, the peripatetic teaching in schools provided a great deal of the talent that goes forward to the best bands that are around. As we know, with the recession and cutbacks in education, it means that many of these otherwise free services to the schools by peripatetic teachers are now being withdrawn or very, very heavily curtailed. And it's now fallen to the community bands all around the area to take it upon themselves to restart their junior, their youth bands to provide, as we hear today, a group called the Next Generation. And so what we're hearing today are community bands that have got their own youth sections and they're being tutored by many of the players from the senior bands to progress and keep the movement alive. So we say thank you to Mark and all his other teachers that help here with the BTM band. Caitlin, this is your big moment, dear. This is the ABBA bit. It's funny to think that ABBA is a station just outside Caerphilly. Anybody here from ABBA? So ABBA are going to play from here, ABBA, as a collection. It's their sort of big number, about 4 minutes long, called ABBA Gold.